Hey, everybody. Good Friday. Happy Friday. How y'all doing today? Hey. Hey, Cindy. Hey. Good morning to you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world. Hopefully you guys are having a great day, morning, afternoon, night. Hey, Christopher, a new cab. That's cool. Hey, Boom. Hey, Robert. Stoic. Hey, Janet. Sam, how y'all doing? Letitia, Busy, hey boo. Antoine, hey. All right, so let's get into this read. Before I get into the read, this is a trigger warning, okay? It's about a child that you're not connected to, but you still need to be aware as to what's going on. The outcome is going to be great, but we'll just get into it. Welcome back to my channel. This is Adana, also known as the Afro Zen. And today I'm reading for the beautiful, handsome collective. Hello, collective. How you doing? Let me get y'all flowers on this Good Friday. Flowers. Two more times. Flowers. One more time. Flowers. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell to book a private reading with me or to shop in my store. All that information is in the description box below, okay? So please keep in mind, because this is already a triggering story, please. This is a collective read. It's not going to resonate with everybody, okay? I need to make that very clear. All right, so let's move forward. Channel message here is preteen is headed down a path of destruction, okay? So preteen stems from, let's say 11, about 11 to maybe 15, I guess would be considered like a preteen. So if you have a child around that age that you currently don't have access to, you're not able to communicate with them, um, you're not able to have any type of like connection with them, this message is for you, okay? Again, this is a trigger warning. I'm just gonna go as easy as I can, okay? So if this is something that you can't listen to, then you may have to click off, okay? All right, so you were in a tumultuous connection with whoever you're connected with. So a past ex, past lover, ex-spouse, however it resonates. So if you shared a child with this past ex here, this past ex is doing everything possible to turn this child against you, okay? Just hear me out. They're doing everything possible to turn this child against you because they don't want to be known or caught as the bad parent. So currently this child is with the other parent, and this other parent is working around the clock to make sure that they have, we'll say, muddied, or more so that they have skew the perception as to who you are to them. For whoever resonates with the story here, okay, your child may have exhibited, when you were connected with them at the time, they may have exhibited some very odd behavior or strange behavior, being disrespectful, talking back, being very mean-spirited towards you, and you didn't know the reason why. Well, the reason why is because your ex-lover or ex-spouse here does not want the child to really truly know what's going on. And the best way that they can feel comfortable or feel like they can stay underneath the radar is to scapegoat you to make the child go against you. Now, the child may have went against you, and please don't blame this on the child. The child is innocent. I need to make that very clear, okay? The child is very innocent, but we can't see your balls. When the last time you washed your balls, Carson Williams? Don't worry about me, boo. Let me get you out of here, heifer. Okay. Who next on this Good Friday? Okay. Anywho, I need to make that clear because I do feel like, I gotta be honest, I do feel like, hey, Nidra, that some may blame the child for why they're not acting right or why they're not being respectful, and you raise them better than that. You got to understand that there's a lot of mental manipulation and a lot of emotional manipulation that is going on at this time when it comes to this child, okay? But what is happening here is that not everything is out to be exposed. This child is starting to see things in a different way. This child has entertained How can I put that? We'll say smoking. They've done some smoking. Um, they've done some illicit things that you would not be proud of. I'll put it in that way. The parent that this child is with is okay with it because they're holding like this child's secret. So it's like, well, if I do something for you, you do something for me. If that makes sense. Hey, Cynthia. So with that being said, it's like if the child gets in trouble and the child has gotten in trouble with like minor petty things, the other parent kind of like sweep it underneath the rug because the other parent wants that child to look at them as like the savior. They can't do no wrong. It's okay. And those things are not okay. I don't care what anybody say. It's not okay. That is not how you raise a child to hide the other parent's secret. So for me, that would never be okay. I also saw within my meditative state that this child is into like bullying other kids, fighting other kids. And to me, that's like a scream for help or cry out for help because of the influence that the other parent has on this child. So now that things are being like broken apart and this child is starting to, we'll say, come back to their senses. It's also need to be stated that the other parent were preying negatively onto this child, to get them to persuade them or to sway them into doing certain things. So they're being exposed to like sex, they're being exposed to drinking, things of that nature, lower level things, lower level activities, okay? And that they're doing that because they want to dispersuade, or they're trying to shift the perspective as to how they want this child to see life here. So things are being exposed, caught in the act. Okay. All right, let me use this one here. Hold on. Let me get myself together. So the other parent is being exposed or caught in the act for what they're doing towards you. So the other parent has been lying profusely in regards to the other child when it came to you, your dedication, your connection, your relationship, the love, and all that stuff like that, right? Thank you, Timothy. We have story here, okay? They're telling a lie about the story. You can see those dark energies or entities that are above what the hell is going on? I'm not unemployed. Who says I was unemployed? You mad because you can't do what I can do, boo. I understand. I get it, boo. Anywho, we have story here, right? And you see those entities, those darker entities that are surrounding this person here. It's like they're trying to get into this person's mind. But this woman here, it could be a grandmother figure, it could be an aunt, it could be a low vibrational mother figure. It's a woman here that's influencing a child to do something negative. So it could be your ex's parent that is doing this, or your ex's mother figure, aunt, sister, cousin, their side of the family that is enabling them to do foolishness. There are also something called a gree-gree, okay? That's like a spiritual pouch that people create and wear for like protection, for money and stuff like that. And I do see that there was some kind of, could be a puppet that was created for this child to go against you. They want this child to completely like despise you or not come anywhere around you, because they know that if this child was around you, none of this would be happening. They know for a fact that you would not even entertain any of that foolishness. You know what I mean? And they're trying everything possible to not only discredit you, but to also get you to be completely estranged and disconnected from this child here. But as I've mentioned, this child is waking up with the subconscious. Okay, so even though they're saying very harsh things about you, which is not true, the child is waking up because now that they're a little bit older and they're able to understand, they have a little, their perception is slightly changing for the better. They're realizing that the other parent that they're currently with has been lying here. They're realizing that the family dynamic or the family members that they are around, they're realizing that they're not telling the truth about you because the other parent was exposed. And how the other parent was exposed because of the obnoxious obsession that they have towards you. They're watching you every day. They have many fake accounts, fake pages, and this is what were exposed to the child. So the child actually asked the other parent, well, why are you doing that towards the collective? Meaning you could be the father or the mother, however it resonates. But the child is asking the correct questions. Well, you said mom was this, or you said dad was this, but yet you have all these other things that correlate to you being the bully. So your child is realizing that the other parent is the bully. And they don't like that because they're realizing that the things that the other parent is saying to them about you is making them feel upset. So actually, believe it or not, again, for whoever it resonates, it's not going to resonate for everybody, okay? But for whoever it resonates for, your child is realizing that things are not what it appears to be. Look, endurance, okay? Endurance. This other parent wanted the child to be obsessed with you in a negative way, but deep down inside, here comes that moral compass. The child felt like something was off with that. Like, yes, they were mean, they were rude and things of that nature, like any preteen or teen would be when they're in their little moods and stuff like that. But they actually sat with self and wanted to, they started to question things as to why you want me to do certain things towards the other parent. And when they would ask the specific questions, the other parent wouldn't have anything to say. Just do it. I said, because I told you to. Like, they wouldn't give them a actual answer as to why. Please keep in mind that this child is protected. I need to make that clear, okay? Yes, they're doing a lot of mental manipulation, and they have done spell work underneath this child here. They have. But the love is so strong between you and this child, believe it or not. Okay. Now, the reason why they can't have any contact with you here is because they don't want this child speaking up in regards to what's happening within the household. That's why you're not able to have any type of connection or communication with this child at this time here. Okay. But the way that spirit is getting ready to shake things up here, because things need to be shaken up, they're trying to actually place this child's soul in limbo. We're going to put it like that. I have a video on YouTube, I want to say maybe 2-3 years ago or so, when I said that I made a video that said the child's soul is safe. And that's the truth. The child's soul is safe. Wow, I didn't even see that soul. See, the soul is right here. It's upright, which is actually good. Yes, and then freedom as well too. Okay, so that's actually really good. Okay, you got freedom and you have soul here. Okay, that's actually really, really, really good, because it's saying basically the soul is going to be free, or the soul will be at rest. Like, they won't have to deal with all of this hoopla and foolishness anymore. Also, if you were in some form of a court case in regards to the other parent here, they're going to get caught up for lying to the courts. Also, the appointed person that oversee the actual case between you and the other parents, they're also going to be in trouble as well too, because there were money that was given to the person that was in the appointed seat to oversee the custody case. There were money or funds that were given to the appointed person to throw the case, and that's going to be coming out as well too. So what is happening here now that everything is coming out, the other parent is starting to be very agitated, have a lot of anxiety, very nerve-wracking, very nervous, because they don't know what to expect. So at this point, the child is kind of like placed on the back burner, or kind of placed to the back here, because now the other parent is trying to figure out how they can get out of Dodge, or how they can get themselves out of trouble here. So they're not even worrying about this child. This child is also like a Matilda, if that makes sense. They're learning how to do things for themselves, or they have learned how to do things for themselves, because the other parent was never a parent. I have an issue with the judicial system when it comes to custodial cases, because you can tell when someone is a good parent. You can tell when they have their, their mind is right, they're doing the best that they can and things of that nature. But I do feel like that most of these cases now, that they're tending to put a child or children with the other family members or family that are very abusive in many different ways, whether it's like mental, physical, emotional, psychological, etc., etc. And I do feel like that's a form of a ploy to keep people coming back towards the judicial system here to keep their pockets lined. Again, that's just my own personal perspective as to how I see that, but it's just too many patterns here for me to now understand why things are playing out in the way that it's playing out. Look, intellect. Look, intellect. Yeah. I'm not gonna, that's how I feel. Your child is very smart or very intelligent. Way intelligent, could be even more intelligent than you, which is a great thing, of course, but they're very intelligent. They may not show it, but they're very intelligent. We have family here and trickery. Yes. So the child or children, that's with the other family here. That family is doing a lot of trickery around this child here, but this child is too strong. It's not working out in the way that they anticipated. We have betrayal here. Okay. What's the betrayal about? Let me use the petty deck. What's the betrayal about? What? Oh, sorry, y'all. No. Okay, so this other parent is into the same sex. Oh my God. And they caught the other parent in bed with, oh my God, what is this? The child caught the other parent in bed with another. Ooh, Lord, let me stay quiet. I don't have nothing nice to say. I just don't. Addictions. This child knows that this parent has addictions. They have sexual addictions. They have things that they digest as well. I can't say it because TikTok is going to ding me, but hopefully you catch my drift when I say addictions. But they were trying to hide that part of them, or they were trying to hide that lifestyle. And the child found out. So because the child found out, they're trying to keep their bases covered, and they're using money, or they're using like extorting and other types of other methods to keep the child quiet, but the child saw. Mental illness and stressed out. This other parent is stressed out here. You know what's going on. You're not around, but you're aware of what's going on and you're speaking out. And this child is also aware too, and they did not want the child to figure out what was going on, because if the child figure out, they can put the pieces together and they can see the bigger picture, and that's what's happening here. So now the child is rebelling against the actual parent, and the parent don't want that. It's to the point where the child is becoming out of control for that parent. Not for you, because you're not going to play them type of games. But for the other parent here, this child is lashing out. You this, you that, and you said, in that kind of way. Like, this child is a part of the truth tellers. They will tell the truth, And this parent doesn't like that. The other parent don't like that, because they thought by continuing feeding lies to them that they thought that would have been enough to get them to be on their side. And it's not happening here. And that's what's making them, heartbroken. So this child knows that the other parent is on some form of, okay, they have addictions, okay? Yeah, it's a narcissist. It could be a Capricorn. Yeah, this child has seen a lot of things that this parent has done. And this parent is going to succumb to this addiction here. As I mentioned, this child is going to be safe. But to see this parent doing certain type of things or into certain type of lifestyle, and I just don't feel like kids should be exposed to adult things, not at that age, just not. I just don't think that. I think a child should be a child, you know. They're still in that innocent, you know, childlike, you know, energy. And I just feel like that your child has to grow up, or they had to grow up pretty quickly because of the type of influences that they're around, and also the type of things that they're seeing. This other parent is broke, could be a Sagittarius, a fake emperor, however it resonates for you. Okay, but there's a broke Sagittarius, so it could be a Sagittarius is a fake emperor. It could be a Sagittarius is messing with a fake emperor. That could be a Capricorn, however it resonates. Okay. For the ones that can resonate with this other parent is teaching this child about colorism, but in a very negative way. You know, you're too dark or you're too light. You know, that foolishness, right? The contrast between different complexions and foolish things in that nature. Telling them to date only certain type of individuals. Certain type of individuals, like light-skinned individuals, are, you know, dangerous, or dark-skinned individuals are dangerous. They like that foolishness, you know. But they are completely contradictory. Yeah, this child knows a lot about what this parent is doing. It's very irrelevant. It's very irrelevant. Somebody eating oranges. Yeah, see, intuitive. Okay, you intuitively pick this up, or you just are aware. You're using your discernment here. But the other parent is on some form of an addiction that they cannot escape. And they feel embarrassed that this child is aware. Bad luck is happening, unloyal. So this child is actually becoming unloyal towards the other parent here. The other parent is not worrying about this child. They're just worrying about their good looks. They're just worrying about how people see them. They're just worrying about the semantics as to how people portray them in the world. That makes sense? Look, abusive. They may be abusive towards this child. Is it physical? A little bit of physical abuse, but more emotional and mental abuse. So we have hidden agenda here. You were living with this person at one time? Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Siblings are involved, so siblings know what's going on and staying quiet. That could be the shocking message. So this will be the aunt or the uncle of your child, which is your, if that makes sense. So we have shocking message and siblings here. Or if your child have siblings, they are aware as well too. They don't understand, or they can't comprehend as much as this. There's a sibling, or there's a child that leads the pack of. So if you have multiple kids that you're not connected to, meaning 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever, how many kids, and they took your child away from you, there's one that leads the pack, if that makes sense, but in a very positive way. They're making sure that the other siblings are doing well, they're right, you know, because the other parent is not taking care of them. So that other child has taken the role to step in and to ensure that everybody is together. Hopefully that makes sense. So they're working together, they are ensuring that they're safe and things of that nature here, okay? But we do have abortion here and living together. This person may have wanted you to have an abortion when you were living with them, or they were living with you, however it resonates. They never wanted to have a child with you. Well, then why lay down and have the child then? It doesn't mean you don't want the child, but you had a child. That doesn't make sense. But anywho, I'm not going to get into that. It's just the things that some people say, it just doesn't make sense. It's just very contradictory. I do feel like that this other person that the ex is entertaining here is realizing that also things are not what is cracked up to be. So this ex may have been very flashy with their money. You know, I got this, I got that, come mess with me, come hang with me and stuff of that nature. And that person that they were dealing with. So if your ex moved forward and had their lover or lovers, they were just there for the money, and it's actually becoming very dangerous, not for the kids, not for the kids. It's becoming more dangerous for the parent because the parent has been doing a lot of illicit things out in the streets when they run the streets. I do feel like that this other parent is the type of parent that will leave a child home by themselves to go out to party, or they will leave them with their family members. They don't take care of the child. They don't. They don't do anything with the child. It's just money. Here, I'll get you sneakers, I'll get you clothes. Like, there's no emotional support. There is no physical support. There's no mental support. You know what I mean? There's no type of other support but just money. And now that this other parent is sinking financially, they don't really have anything to offer. So this is why they're like losing their mind, or they feel like that they can't get out of this bubble that they created for themselves. So it puts this child in a position where they have to kind of like take over, and they take care of their siblings. They truly do. So yeah, we have boundaries here. The child is establishing boundaries, but we have burnout here as well too. So the other parent here is pretending that they're not burning out. That makes sense. They're pretending like everything is a-okay, but people are seeing, or when I say people, the child is seeing that things are not okay. They're losing everything. Believe it or not, if you're on social media, your child checks up on you. They may not say anything to you. They just maybe watch you quietly, but they do check up on you from time to time. And this is how they were able to kind of put the pieces together to see what was true versus what was not true here. Then we have cheater here. Okay, your child is aware like of everything that this parent has done towards you or has said about you. Like you a cheater and you a gardening tool and you out there and you don't do any of that stuff, y'all. We all know you don't do none of that stuff, but that's what's happening here. Yeah, untrustworthy. Yeah, so whoever the ex-lover or ex-spouse sleeps with, they bring around a lot of unsavory characters around the child or children here. It's basically just opening up these kids to danger because of the lifestyle that they do. That makes sense? On the verge of homelessness. So this other parent is losing their home. So it could be due to not being able to pay the rent, or it could be a foreclosure of a home, however resonates in your story. But there's a lot that's going on that's kind of tumbling down. And I just keep seeing a child huddling over other kids like, hey, it's going to be okay. This child has a very, 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 very protective energy around them. And when this other parent attempts to do something negative towards this child, they get immediate backlash, or they get an immediate return to sender. The child doesn't know their power. The other parent knows the child's power and has been trying to take from the child, but it's not working in that way, because every time the other parent try to take from the child, negative things happen to that parent. I love it. So it's actually like creating a lack of confidence for the other parent here, because they can't touch you. They can't touch the child. They can't touch these children here. And it's like, well, what the, and that kind of, like they're just like, they're self-destructing. Okay. They're going to jail for being a bully. Okay. They're going to jail for being a bully here, being a bully to the child, the children, and also to you here. And I do feel like this child may know the plot on them trying to harm you and take you up out of here. I do feel that the child knows that. I do. I strongly do. This is a big eye opener for this child. And it's just so sad because they're so young in age and they have to experience all of that. But it sounds familiar, right? That's normally what happens when a a family dynamic is really smothered within a very toxic generational cycle, and you're trying to break that generational toxic cycle here, and you're going to be put to the test like no other. Like, it's so many different things that they're going to try to do to get you to fight or not fight, to resist, and things of that nature. You know what I mean? So it's like they were trying to carry the baton, or they were trying to carry this foolishness within the next generation, and the next generation will be the child or the children, and it's not working. It's not going to work. You've ended the cycle, or you're breaking the cycle here. But I do feel like that when you do get this child back, they do need some form of healing. Okay, if therapy is not your thing, I completely understand, but I highly recommend starting to do a lot of healing work with them, nurturing, loving. They just need love, because love literally breaks. Love can just break any type of spell, curse, anything, you know? They just need love and attention okay, they need love, attention, and nurturing. They use the child against the child to get information on you. So when you were connected to the child at the time, they would use the child as a pawn. Well, what is the collective doing? Is the collective seeing anybody? Do people stay at the like stuff like that? And then they would use that against the child and also you, and then try to create BS in your life. Candle magic was very strong here. I do feel like that your ex has a lot of father issues. Your ex or ex-spouse has a lot of father issues here. Yeah, secrets and stuck. Yeah. Yep, they do. They never got over their daddy issues. They never healed their daddy issues. That's confirmation. And that's also a secret that's getting ready to be exposed. Yeah, pregnancies in reverse. They never wanted to, so however it resonates, they never wanted to have a baby with you, okay? So whatever side you're on in regards to a pregnancy, they never wanted you to have a baby. They also did spell work while either you were pregnant or you were having a baby with someone. If that makes sense, then they're bisexual as well. But they thought that they have hid this from the child, or they felt that the child would not know the type of activities that they're in, but they do. Look, psychic. Psychic. So the other parent is going through financial failure at this time. Okay. They're suffering in silence. Illegal activity. Okay, give me a sec. Let me drink some water. We have Scorpio here that's in stuck energy. So this is a low vibrational Scorpio. That could be the other parent, however it resonates. But they're in stuck energy right now. They're very toxic. They're very depressed. And they thought they took something from you. And they may have taken this child away from you, but the love that you have for this child and the love that this child have for you, they didn't take it. They didn't take anything. Despite the child being away from you or disconnected from you, they still didn't take anything from you. Could be a Libra, however it resonates. But there is a Libra here that has a lot of anxiety. Okay. So again, it could be the other parent. It could be your ex or ex-spouse's mother, sister, brother, uncle, grandmother, however it resonates. But it's their side of the family. That's not, they're very trashy, very, very low, bottom of the earth scum type of thing. Yeah, in legal matters. Okay. There are, okay, all right. So this was involved. I do feel like, oh man, whoever your ex or ex-spouse was seeing at the time, their girlfriend or boyfriend, I do feel like that a child was interfered in a negative way by your ex or ex-spouse's their lover. I do feel that. Dark energy is here. Yeah, toxic family. And they knew, the family dynamic knew what happened, because I do feel like the child spoke up to other parts or other members of the family and they kept it quiet. And they're all paying for that. Could be an Aries. They're going to make a 100% turnaround. Like I like to look really deep into the future because I can. And I just saw kids that went through a lot of like ordeals in this way. Like they're not going to be affected. Like they're going to be outstanding citizens of the world. They're going to be very happy. They're going to be emotionally regulated. Like financially sound, like they're going to be well, you know. They just have to get out of that environment, and they will. Yeah, because right now they're in an environment that they feel is controlled, like they can't really do as much. We have cold-hearted karma. Cold-hearted karma. Cold-hearted karma. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. Yeah, there's some trauma that's surrounding a child in regards to this. It could have been your twin flame. Yeah, it could have been your twin flame, which was the ex. Yeah, you got message. Yeah, and the bright side of this here is because, like I've mentioned, yeah, that makes sense. What I mentioned before is that this ex likes to keep up with the Joneses, or they want the community or their peers to see them in a different way. And their so-called friends or peers is going to learn about this. Okay, they're going to learn about this, and they may hurt this ex or ex-lover, because this ex-lover feel like that their friends are their friends and their friends are not their friends. Their friends are actually plotting on them. That might be another. Let me make that into a see how the tables turn. There are some changes that are happening here in the family room, and there's like a death that's coming that's going to shake people to the core. But the death is the other parent. I'm sorry, but I'm not. I don't know how y'all want me to I ain't sugarcoating it. It's just what it is. Sorry, but I'm not. It is what it is, because they are highly. We have judgment, and then we have bad health. The same hate and disdain that this other parent had for you. Oh, I'm sorry. My condolences. The same thing. My condolences to you, crazy Kimberly. Let me redirect myself. Okay. The adjudication with the change here is that this other parent is in bad health here, and people are seeing it. You were married to this person at one point in time. You may not have been actually married with like paperwork. It could have been just like a common law connection. But they're in bad health. These so-called friends or peers are not going to go for what this other parent has been doing towards his child. Like they were all on board when it came to you because they thought that what the other parent was saying about you was true. But they're realizing again that this person's very unwell, and this person takes we'll say tablets. They digest tablets to escape themselves. Yeah, imprisonment. And a lot of people are not going to expect that. They're just going to leave everything behind, including the child. They're just going to leave them behind. They just going, yeah, concern. Oh, man. They're concerned that their pathway is not open anymore. It's closed. My YouTube is the AfroZen8888. Okay, I know hopefully it's not backwards, but it's the AfroZen8888. Okay, I'll make a post about that once I get off of here. But that's my my YouTube handle. Yeah, lovers. This ex-lover wanted to block your pathway. They wanted to block this child's pathway. They just wanted to just block anything that you love. And I know it's a hard pill to swallow. They did never love this child. They didn't. They put other people before this child. They did. And this other parent is sick too. And they can't handle that. So they have a lot that's going on right now in regards to the people that they love or the people that they will put on the pedestal. And the child is kind of like left behind in that kind of way. Yeah, despair. So the other parent that the child is currently with, their parent is sick, and that the other parent is grieving or in despair because they can't heal their parent and they love their parent. Well, what about the child loving you as a parent? You see how tables turn? That's why I always say karma. You never know how karma going to spin the block. This other parent did everything possible to disconnect you from your child, and now they are the child being disconnected from their parent, and they can't take it. I keep saying it. Karma works in mysterious ways, but hey. Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords. Yeah, and then we have the Fool here with Justice. A new beginning. A new beginning. Justice. Could be a Libra. High vibrational Libra. Hey, Bandit. They wanted to take you to court for child support. They wanted to just destroy you. They just wanted to be in a fight with you. Any way, shape, or form. They did. And your family helped them to... Your family dynamic helped the other parent get the child taken away from you. Three of Swords. Yes, they did. There was a lot of text messages. I'm going to look at this as like fast communication. So like cell phone, text messages, things of that nature. Hey, Duval. Oops. We have, what is this? Hold on. What's going on here? Hold on. Give me a second. These two cards. Yeah, look. Tower. Tower. Man. Because of the other parent refusing to stop fighting you and stop trying to put you in a compromising position here, because that's all they wanted to do. They wanted to fight you by any means necessary here. But we have Three of Swords, Eight of Wands, and a Tower here, and this is where they're currently at right now. Okay? Everything is being pushed back onto them. They incriminated themselves with the text messages and the phone calls, things of that nature, and it's causing a tower because they're in the hot seat. So it is very potential that this parent may try to reach out to you to bury the hatchet. They may try to reach out to you to see if you could look the other way. They may try to reach out to you to see if you won't say anything or do anything to get them in trouble. They took your child away from you. They lied on you. They try to get you set up to be unalive, and they want you to ignore what they have done towards you. And they even try to get this child to turn against you, and they want you to turn the other cheek. They want you to turn the other cheek. But anywho, I don't have anything nice to say, so I'm just gonna keep it clean today. We have judgment here. Judgment. They want you to go light on their judgment, and you bet not. You just bet not. Do not go light on this person. Make sure that this person get everything that they deserve. Clearly, they're already getting everything that they deserve, which is why they're coming and trying to plead to you. Please, 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 please. No, this person needs to be fully held by the things that they have done. They need to be held fully responsible for what they have done, not only to you, but to this child as well too. Because to be honest with you, they're the one that destroyed the connection or destroyed the family dynamic. They did, because they didn't want to be with you. And that's okay. If they didn't want to be with you, they could have just left. No, they wanted to come and destroy everything and then blame you for it. It just doesn't make sense, man. It just doesn't make sense. This other parent may have cooked for you, may have put stuff in your food. And when you told them that the food don't taste right or something's off with the food, they say you're delusional, nothing wrong with it. You just, this person needs to, baby, God, I want to cuss. God. Oh, God, child. Woo. Could be a low vibrational father figure. Okay. A low vibrational father figure here. That could be into street activities. They could be into street activities here. And the street activities that they're in, if you see that, right? See that word there? They have some loose ends that they have not tied up with the street activities that they have done. So, whew, it's low vibrational father, not the high vibing ones, low vibrational. You need to make that clear. The one that's doing the foolishness, okay? The bad father, they're into activities outside, but they owe things to the group of individuals that they entertained. And the group of individuals that they entertained is on top of their head. So, it's just like karma all the way around. Friends don't like this person. The type of, the type of group that they were dealing with outside, on the streets, they have a bone to pick with them. The police have a bone to pick with them. The feds have a bone to pick with them. Like this, I'm just going by what the cards say, but this low vibrational father here just have a lot of, they bit more than they could chew, basically. They bit more than they can chew. And it's just too much heat on them because of the type of things that they do. It could be a mother figure too, but again, however it resonates, I'm just going by what the cards say. It doesn't look good. We'll just put it that way. It doesn't look good. This person could be hiding out now. Look, swindler. They could be hiding out in regards to the type of activities that they were a part of. We have betrayal here. So this group here feels betrayed by the other parent because they lied. See, the other parent used this group to come up against you. And this group here is not into like social media and stuff. They do their stuff. And I'm not going to tap into that because there's no issue between them and there's no issue with you between them. That makes sense? So I'm not going to tap into their thing because they, to be honest, they weren't aware of the full story as to what this low vibrational father or just the other parent were saying, okay? So we're not even going to push no hate or anything on these individuals because they did not know. They didn't know. They were just basically whatever the low vibrational father figure was saying about you, they were all on board. Like, yeah, we'll get them in that kind of way. But this group here is starting to pull back and realize that you were never the issue. They did their own research. Trust me. They have their ways of finding out things, and they found some things, and they realized that you weren't, you were okay, It's like you checked out, that kind of way. So they feel betrayed by the father figure or the low vibrational father figure here that lied on you because it brought forth unwanted heat to the group. It brought a lot of unwanted heat to the group. And they don't like that. As I mentioned, there are tablets that this other parent digest to escape, but they got it from this group here. So they were supplying, this group was supplying the other parent with addictions. They weren't supposed to eat the addictions. They were supposed to resell it, if you catch my drift. And because okay, I'll put it this way. The products that the gang gave to the other parent here, the other parent can't account for it, or they don't have proof. So this is just an example. Let's say I gave you 2 liters of water for you to resell, right? And we made an agreement that you're supposed to resell the 2 liter of water. And by the end of the week, I'm checking in with you to see if you sold the 2 liter of water, because that's supposed to go pretty quickly. If that makes sense. Who are you? Thank you. Because I'm like, who is that person? Just weird. Anywho, when they came back to check their inventory, the 2 liter of water wasn't there. So like, well, where's the water, or where's the money from the water that you sold? They can't account for that. I just use that as an example because but that makes sense. So now they want to be a track star and they want to run or get out of Dodge. Athlete and challenger. Okay. We have traveler here, and they're trying to get out of Dodge, just leaving everyone behind. I hope that makes sense. Hold on, who is that? Let's just block him. Hold on, don't delete. Let me just block him because he's just weird. Okay, now you blocked. Yep, this low vibrational person was coaching the group how to come towards you or what to do towards you. And they were actually on board. They were. I'm not going to sit here and lie. They were on board with it. But when they did their own research, it was like, that person not to know. Like they were the fool, and they took a different approach because they was like, nah, something off here. Because they try to do things towards you and it didn't work. And when they try to do things towards you, it backfired on them, on the group. And the group was like, whoa, what you got us into? You said that it was easy to do this and da 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 da, right? This is what the group is saying to the other parent. And they're not able to, the things that the other parent was saying about you, it's not connecting. So it's turning this group into a madman. Yeah, it's turning this group into a madman because they don't like to be lied to. They don't like to be taken from. They don't like anyone messing up what they got going on. They like to stay underneath the radar. And it's confirmation. We have criminal here. It's like the other parent here feels, because they feel so ballsy. They feel like that they are untouched or invincible because at the time they had the backing of this group at the time. Okay. So I put it this way. Ooh, Lord, child. So it's like the group's operation is starting to be exposed, but it's being exposed because of what the other parent is doing or not doing. That makes sense? So it's like people are starting to see their criminalistic activities. I put it in their way, child. Who is Shamir, boo? We got another Dusty in here? Okay, here we go. Bye, Dusty. Who else? Who else need to get the bucket? Huh? All right, now. Yes, anytime you see any derelicts or Dusties within the comments, type their name and add like a siren emoji. So one of the, either me or the mods could get their attention. But thank you. We don't have time for riffraffs. Yeah, they're going to have to lawyer up. They're going to have to lawyer up here. And it's causing a lot of... Woo! It's... Okay. Ooh. All right. So the group here is going through some experiences that they never went through before, because the type of things that they're doing, they be on top of their game. It's like a well-oiled machine, but it's causing homelessness. The messenger, confirmation. Lord, child. Lord. It's causing a lot of homelessness or them to lose things. And it's putting too much heat on the other parent. That's why the other parent is trying to come towards you. Hey, can you forgive me and I need your help? They don't need your help. Go back to your fellow friends. Go back to your peoples. Go back to your people's karmic and ask them for help. That's all the help you need right there. That's all the help they need right there, boo. They don't need your help. You didn't put them in that. You didn't tell them to do any of that foolishness. Let them get themselves out of the thing that they put themselves in, okay? I'm just saying. Let them do it. No. It's a message. Courier. A courier is a person that delivers things. And in this instance here, we could also look at a courier as a messenger, you know? Some individuals actually work as a courier to send messages to other people, and that's what's happening here. And they're not going for that because, like I said, they do things under the radar, and they don't want no parts of, they don't want no lights being brought onto them. We'll just say it like that. But you in the clear, and this child or children in the clear. So. Oh, loss. Yes, they losing a lot. They don't want no smoke. They don't want no smoke. Despite them what they do, they don't want no smoke. Hey, I mean, they don't want no smoke. I'm telling you, message of warning. They don't want no smoke. And this parent, the other parent, is putting them in a lot of smoke. And guess who getting ready to be smoked? You're going to be reunited. Message of guidance. You will be reunited with happiness. This other parent is hiding. They're trying to get out of Dodge way and they don't know what to do. Guide is in reverse. They are so they are so afraid. So fear is upright. Guide is in reverse. Wow. Spiritual message is in reverse. So they feel like that they're not getting any like spiritual nudges or anything of that nature. Wow. Burden of tears with regrets as well. They're regretting what they've done. They're regretting like just pushing against the envelope. Like they're just doing anything possible to harm you, to get you out of here because you telling the truth. You speaking up. You see what's going on and they don't like that. It is what it is. Again, life can be truly simple if you just allow it to be. If you're going to lie, then it is what it is. Don't come around me with that lying stuff because I will expose you or I'm going to tell the truth. I don't care who you are. You don't want me to know what you got going on, then stay far away from me. It's truly that simple. Stay away from me and I won't know what's going on because I'm not on your radar. You're not on my radar. Leave me alone. It's that simple. Okay. They confused that things are not happening to you. Nothing was going to happen to you because you weren't doing anything to put yourself in a position for anything bad to happen to you. Why is that so hard to comprehend? If you're not putting yourself in danger, if you're not putting yourself in harm's way, the probability of you not being in harm's way, it could be 100% or at a very high probability rate. What is it that this individual is not getting? I don't get that. Why would it happen? You ain't doing anything. You ain't causing harm to self or other people. So why would harm come to you? We have sudden changes here. They confused by the sudden changes. Why would you be confused by the sudden changes? Why? How? My God, what's going on TikTok? Oh, his name is Sad Boy. Let's just get this stuff out of here. All right, he's out of here or she out of here. We don't care, boo. They out of here. Yeah, I got to remember that the type of things that I speak is going to bring out the ones that are actually doing it, because what they're trying to do is they're trying to get me to pay attention to them so they can say how they truly feel and whatever. We know his name is Sad Boy 444. Sad Boy. Yeah, because of the things that he's done. So we don't care about no damn Sad Boy. Get out of here. We don't care, heifer. Anywho, we got family here, devil in disguise. Yeah, family and devil in disguise. Absolutely. Cry me your river. Oh, cry me your river. Cry me, cry me. Cry me, cry me. Baby. Oh God, child. Oh man, we have tower moment here. Okay. Tower moment here, child. So yeah, so going with the tower moment here. Oh, so the family is in a tower moment as well too, because the family was aware in regards to what the other parent was doing. I'm being told to pull from my money deck, so give me a second. Clarify the tower moment with the family that is a devil in disguise. It was all about money. I mean, it was all about money. That's all it was about. you ever notice that the ones that are always the loudest is the one that don't have anything, are always the emptiest one? You never notice that? I don't know. People think that because you're loud and you're this, you're that, that people should be afraid of loud people. No, I'm not afraid of no loud people, because loud people makes the most noise, but they have no substance in regards to the loud noise that they're making. So it's like, okay, what are we talking about here? What are you doing? Oh, and you, the T-Rex. Yeah, it's like, okay. But the quiet one, it's like, well, what you thinking about? Why are you so quiet? What you observing? Them heifers you gotta look out for, okay? And I don't mean to call y'all heifers, I'm sorry. Y'all not heifers, I'm sorry. I love y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But look, the safe. Yeah, tell them show they portal and refresh that joint. When we say portal, your portal when you go to the doctors and you get your My Chart, right? And you have your phone or your computer or your iPad and you can refresh it with your name, your first and last name, with your MRN, medical record number. And then you're going to have a slew of numbers, string of numbers that come across the screen. And also when you refresh that page, right, it's going to say updated at 2 whatever, updated or refresh. Yes, tell them to check. Yeah. Tell them show that portal, refresh that joint. And they can't. So I'm not arguing with a Dusty that can't even refresh their portal. I'm just not. I'm not going to argue with a Dusty that don't take baths every day. I'm not going to argue with a Dusty that's completely down and out, and the reason why they're doing what they're doing is because they don't feel loved. Oh, well. I'm not going to love someone that's potentially causing harm to other people maliciously. I'm sorry, but I'm just not. It is what it is. I don't care. Who cares? It was all for money, though, and they all played a part in it. You see all the circles? They're all in circles. They're all walking around in circles. It's a never-ending cycle. You see, it's nothing but like, it reminds me of like a sandstorm, you know? If you've ever been in a sandstorm before, it's the worst. You can't see anything. The visibility is very low, or it's very... You can't see anything in a sandstorm. And I feel like that's what's happening here, because the way that they keep going in circles, they're kicking up sand, metaphorically speaking, figuratively speaking. They keep kicking up the sand, and now they're creating a very low visibility, or they're creating a perception where they can't see anything. It's like really low. That makes sense? But they're the one that's doing it because they keep walking in the circle. They're trying to get out of the circle, but they can't get out of it because they know they're in trouble. Stop playing. Listen, stop playing with them outside people, child. Stop playing with them. Yeah, like Rubik's Cube. And then we also have Bitcoin, so there could be some fraud around Bitcoin. Baby. We have an ant that could. And you know how ants work. Ants work like, they're so small, they're so minute in size or stature, but they're always overextending themselves or always picking up the heaviest something that they could, you know? You ever see an ant? I know y'all have, because when I was little, I used to watch ants just crawl outside. That was just something I used to do. It is what it is. And I literally would get on the ground and I would watch the actual ants pick up like let's say like a piece of bread, and it'd be bigger than them. And you literally watching the ant pick it up and taking its time to go back to its tribe or its whatever, however, you be like, dang, that's how this is. It's like they are trying to handle more than they can. Yeah, they're trying to handle more than they can, and they can't. They're hiding money from the group of individuals that do outside activities. They're hiding money. And this person or the group of outside individuals, you catch my drift, is asking, where my money at? Where my money at? Where my money at? And they don't, I don't have no money. They have a deadline. They have a deadline here, and they're going to be very salty. So they could be... Y'all need to plan, well, not you, but somebody need to plan for a fish fry, okay? Because they into some serious things here. Avoidance, they cannot avoid it. They can't. Hey, the phones or the funzo, hey. Hey, Tracy. Sorry, the funzo. How you doing? Yeah, betrayal. Wow. So we have Palo Santo in reverse. Okay, so they can't cleanse this off. They can't protect themselves. Like, there's not enough protection in the world to protect them from the individuals that they gallivanted with. If that makes sense. So they feel very betrayed. And the outside group feels that they tampered with their operation, their business, etc., etc. It's either get help from you or go to jail, or carried by 6 or judged by 12. Those are the only 2 choices. That third choice don't exist. Them coming to ask you for help, that don't exist. They only got 2 choices left. It's carried by 6 or judged by 12. They're the only 2 choices they have left. And it looks like they may be carried by 6. Because there's a lot of people that's looking for this person, destructive forces, and they milked it dry. You know what's so crazy though? They were blaming you, saying that you were doing the things with this outside group. How? When you don't even know those individuals. You don't even know them. So how could this other parent correlate you or connect you to someone or a group of people that you don't even partake in? That's when the red flag rose, because they was like, wait, huh? Your baby mama, your baby dad did that? Well, how could they do that if they're over here and you're over here? You see how people put their foul foot in their mouth? I keep saying, just let people be. Just let them be. Just let them be. Let them be. Deceitful. Yeah. The group feels very... they feel led by deceit. We have smooth talker, because the other parent is a smooth talker. Big smooth talker. Ooh, checkmate. Checkmate. This group don't like, man, this group don't like what's going on. Soon as the bigger boys were involved in this, it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. We never had no issues like that. You bringing that to us? What's going on? And they don't like it. They don't like it. Yep, this other parent is begging for forgiveness. Please, please, can you help me out? Can you this? No, I don't know you. Who is you? We don't know you. I don't know you. So don't call me with anything. Justice is in reverse. They're not getting the justice that they thought that they were. They destroyed their lives. Even though they thought that they destroyed yours, they did not. You were granted the opportunity to disconnect from this person and to create your own life. And you did that. And if you have not, you're going to do that, if that makes sense. But yeah, this is not looking well for this other parent here. I'm making it up. Where it says, here lies who? Oh, okay. What it say? It say, here lies. It says, here lies. They took the poison, which is the lower vibrational activity that they were a part of. They said, yeah, I'll do it, but I need you to do something for me. And, you know, the group looked into it. Yeah, okay, we got you. As long as you do what you're supposed to do. They weren't able to do what they were supposed to do because they were drinking the assets. And that caused a red flag, because now the big boys, the alphabet boys, are involved, and they don't want that heat. They don't want that heat. when you think that no one's watching, someone's always watching. Just because someone don't say anything doesn't mean that they're not being watched. Just because you think, and I say generally, collectively speaking, just because you feel like no one's watching you, there's always someone watching you. It just depends on what you've done in order for you to be watched, if that makes sense. The eye in the sky, or the alphabet boys, somebody watching, or even you. You're like a fly on the wall. This is my funeral dress. Somebody watching. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Somebody watching, boo. Oh. Somebody watching. And you just gonna watch and gonna be like, ooh, dang. God dang it. Stay out of Dr. Banka. Okay, collective? You continue praying over your child as you are doing. Your prayers are very, very strong. Whatever you do, your mantras, your affirmations, your prayers, however way you do your beautiful thing, you continue doing that and covering your child, all right? Continue doing that. And y'all gonna be okay. But that other parent there, help, I need help. Huh? Can't help. No, Heifer, we can't help you. No. You should have thought about what you did before you did it. So no, we can't help you. We got Capricorn here. However, it resonates. Okay. Who is April? I don't know no April. Who's April? We got Libra here. I'm me, boo. Who is April? Capricorn. We have Cancer. Scorpio. Cancer. The Spirit, don't be starting this again. We got Capricorn, strong Capricorn. Now here we go. You know how Spirit be working sometimes. Don't you start this again. We got Taurus. All right, let's see what else. Okay, Capricorn. Yeah, it's a strong Capricorn. Confirmation. I love my confirmations, baby. I love it. Hey, Bamba. We have Aquarius. I'm going to do 2 more. Woo, Capricorn. Lord, child. Who dust mite of a Capricorn is this? A low vibrating Capricorn. Who is this? We have Sagittarius. Okay. So if that resonates, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I am not going to leave this live up on Instagram because it's what I spoke about today. So you're going to have to watch on YouTube, but I will make a post. I promise. As soon as I get off of here, I'm going to make a post. All right. So if that resonates, please like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell, and I'm going to see y'all on the next one. Love you guys. Y'all go out there and be great, be phenomenal, do great things. You know, you deserve that. You're so deserving of being great and doing great things. Okay, I love you guys. I believe in you. I believe in y'all so fully, and I will see y'all on the next one. Bye, TikTok. Thank you. Bye, Instagram. Thank you. Bye, YouTube. I love you.